book lovers, collectors, and aficionados. Vin Crew with part 2 of my weekly Bitch back issue comic haul. This book I had already featured here a while back, but this is the collected Gods of Gotham prestige format. And Evan Leahy was nice enough to tell me that what this does is it collects these issues of Wonder Woman Volume 2, 164, 165, 166, and 167. And they're beautiful Adam Hughes covers, I believe. But more importantly, what makes these things very cool and interesting is Harley Quinn plays a prominent role in this whole series, as well as Joker. There's the Birds of Prey, Teen Titans, Batman, on and on and on in this little 4-issue series. So this next book here, very, very happy to have. I hope you can get the gist of it. This is the 3D version of Deadpool 34. It just came out, and it was the 1 in 52 variant. Now, this, in my opinion, is a really, I think, has a sleeper potential, because I think it's getting lost in the Forever Evil, not Forever Evil, the 3D DC covers that are out right now, as well as the Death of Wolverine. So this book, I think, is going to be showing some sleeper potential. All right, these next books here, I picked all these up just this morning, and I paid $3.50 each for them. This is Avengers number 2. This is the John Romita Jr. cover, 1 in 50. Paid $3.50 each for these. This is Avengers number 2 of the Assad Ribic 1 in 50 variant. This is number 1 of Avengers, Assad Ribic 1 in 50 cover. The Nova Marcus Martin 1 in 50 version. The New Avengers number 2, the Simone Bianchi 1 in 50 variant. New Avengers, Steve Epting 1 in 50 variant. Indestructible Hulk, the Walt Simonson 1 in 50 variant. Uncanny Avengers, Danielle Acuna 1 in 50 variant. The Phil Nato Uncanny X-Men 3 1 in 50 variant. The Uncanny X-Men Gabrielle Dell'Otto 1 in 50 variant. X-Men or Uncanny X-Force number 2, the Ed McGuinness 1 in 50 variant cover. The Chris Anka 1 in 50 variant for issue number 1. And the Ron Garney variant 1 in 50 cover. So for Uncanny X-Force. All those for $3.50 each. I thought that was really pretty cool. All right. Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21, the alternate version. This is the first Zombie World. Universe X number 5 from 2000. This has a Rocket Raccoon appearance in it. So if you're a Rocket Raccoon fan, you might want to put that one on your radar. This is Rocket Raccoon number 5, the Midtown comic version. Speaking of Rocket Raccoon, here's She-Hulk 46, 45, and 44. All feature Rocket Raccoon prominently. So if you're a Rocket Raccoon fan, this is the Blackthorn Star Wars 3D comic. There's the glasses right there. Pretty cool, interesting book. Eagle number 6. The reason I'm showing this is that this has the first Ed Hughes published work. So Eagle number 6, it's or Adam Hughes. What the heck? Ed Hughes. Did I say Ed Hughes? Adam Hughes' first published work. Fray number 1, this is Josh Whedon's first comic. Friday the 13th, this is the Bloodbath number 1, the foil incentive cover. You can get a gist of that. This is a nod to Why Not Art. Gen 1333, planetary preview inside this one. George R.R. Martin's The Game of Thrones number 1. Kevin Keller, The Equalizer. This is number 14, and this is the Dark Knight Returns homage. Very cool. Captain Atom, number 83. This is very poor condition, but I paid $1.50 for it. This is the first appearance of Ted Kord, the Blue Beetle. Bone, number 2. This is first printing comic book, the comic book version. So it's not Image, it's the comic books. So if anyone's interested in trading with me on that one, let me know. Morning Glories 14. That's the Peter Panzerfaust preview. Noble Causes, Family Secrets, number 3, both versions. This features the very first appearance of Invincible. that in Tech Jacket number 1. All right, Batman Hush, the hardcover, paid $1 for that. This is kind of cool. House of Mystery 186. Bernie Wrightson and Neil Adams combo on that one. Here is the very first Bernie Wrightson pro work. This is House of Mystery 179 from 1969. So if you're a Bernie Wrightson fan, put that one on your radar for sure. All right. History of the DC Universe Part 1. Reason I picked this up, and I think it has some interest, is this is apparently the first prototype of John Byrne's The X-Men is in this, who obviously the series introduced Hellboy to everybody mainstream. A couple of DC Millenniums. Here's Justice League, Brave and the Bold 28, and the Swamp Thing. All right, let's go on here. Here's Flash number 140, the first Heat Wave. Nod to Lightning 228 on that. Picked up a couple of more Gotham Girls, number 1 with Catwoman and number 4 with Lois Lane. Star Wars 42, Boba Fett cover. That's a double. One of them is going to Evan Leahy. This one, Brave and the Bold 33 out of the second series. This is apparently like a pre-story, I believe, to the Killing Joke, I want to say. This book here, if you're a big fan of, I think it's Carrie Kelly is her name, the girl Robin. This is one of the very few covers you're ever going to see of her. And this is Amazing Man number 12. So I would definitely put that on your radar if you're a Dark Knight fan or so a Robin fan. So very cool. Thrill Killer number 1 and 62. That's the Elseworlds version. It features an Elseworld version of Harley Quinn. Zatanna number 1. This is the series that predates the New 52. And a lot of attention is getting focused on this series. And if you enjoy this series, I would suggest adding this book to your list. This is Adventure Comics 513. This has a backstory that previews this book here, this series here. So Adventure 513. Swamp Thing 67. Speaking of another preview, this has the preview to Hellblazer, which is obviously going to focus on the Constantine show coming up. So Swamp Thing 67. Superman Annual number 11. This was been featured and spoken about so many times. It's been was a story on an episode on the Justice League Unlimited. What do you get for the man who has everything? It's an Alan Moore story. Just enough said. Justice League of America number 9. This is the origin issue of the Justice League. Here is Suicide Squad number 1, the Ivan Rice 1 in 25 variant. Adventures into Fear 19, the very first appearance of Howard the Duck. Was lucky enough to get this before the Guardians broke. And I bought this in 18 at the same time, and that completed my Adventures into Fear run. So very cool. As some of you might know, I had finished my Hulk second series, 102 to whenever. So now I'm decided that I'm going to try to do the Tales to Astonish. And this is 59. This is his first appearance in Tales to Astonish. So it does have obviously some Browning right here, but I don't know. I'm happy with it. I think I paid $5 for it. Futurians number 1. I think these two books actually. Futurians number 1 by Dave Cockrum and From Hell, an Alan Moore story. This is number 1, first printing. These two books, Comic Hoarder just showed in his book. Doom Patrol number 114. Emperor Joker number 1. Another copy of that. If anybody's interested in it, let me know. And Adventure Comics 357. I'm going to show is just something that I thought was kind of fun and cool. This is X-Men 281, the first print, and X-Men 281, the second print. You can tell the difference of the white and the red. Now, I'm going to throw this one in too. This is X-Men issue 282, the second print. And why am I showing this? Because there was supposed to be a third print of this book of 281, and it was supposed to have silver. And where did this show up? Right here on the back inside cover of the second print of Uncanny X-Men 282. I hope you can see that. the silver. So this was going to be the third print of this book. It never made it, but for some reason it accidentally got printed onto there. It's actually rare, or more rare, to find this without this on it than to find it with this. So it's nothing out of the ordinary, but it's very cool and something I think I kind of like collecting that kind of stuff there. So this is Van Crew signing off. Thank you.